What's up? What's up? So, I'm going to read off 25 popular questions, and I'm only going to read the correct answer. There's a lot of YouTube videos on here for what are some popular questions to pass your real estate exam, and that's been a very popular one lately for me, so I'm going to make this. But what I've noticed, I've tried to see what other styles of what everyone else is doing, but they read off all the answers, and personally I thought that was confusing. Because if you don't already know the answer, you're hearing a question, 4 different answers. You got to remember which one's right. So instead of just drowning out with all of them, we're going to stick to the questions and the answers. That's what's worked well for me in the past. So if that works well for you, awesome. I hope this video does help. Let me know in the comments down below. Should we do more of these? What questions do you have? There's actually a pool of like 400 questions that it will draw from. I know first and foremost, a lot of people worry about the math. Math, for me, I thought was like the easiest one. If you get every math wrong question, it's still possible to pass this test. So if you know everything else, then you're good. But there's a couple math ones in here. If you like anything else, I'm going to keep it on the screen so you can read. I have it zoomed in. You can read all the other answers. A lot of the times, I guess I can't say a lot of times, but it's very common that there will be 3 answers that have a similar wording. And then there's going to be the odd one out. And I don't want to say focus on that, but I found that odd one out to be the correct one. So let's kick it off. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you getting your license? Did you just get your license? If you just got your license, how much of this do you think you're actually going to use in real life? Being an agent, I can tell you, nothing. So anyway, let's rock and roll. Question number 1, an example of blockbusting would be when real estate agents alert residents of a neighborhood that their area is changing due to unwanted people moving in and they should sell before the value decreases. Should be a very obvious one. Okay, number 2, involuntary methods of conveying property include all of the following except quitclaim deeds. Number 3, you sold a home near a large airport. The flight patterns have been permanently changed with the addition of a new runway, resulting in 25% loss in property values. This is an example of economic obsolescence. I guess I gotta keep up with the scrolling. Alright, so number 4, which of the following liens would take priority? This year's real estate taxes. I'm gonna deviate just here on this one. People will see IRS and they panic and think, worst case scenario, it's got to be that one. Intimidating, super fear factor. Just know that is not it. All right, number 5. The right of a defaulting borrower to keep title to a property by satisfying the debt prior to the foreclosure sale is called equitable redemption. Number 6. One loan was obtained using 12 properties as security. This type of mortgage would be called a blanket mortgage. A bill of sale is a document used to transfer what? Personal property. Number 8. When leasing commercial space and the rent is based on the gross sale of a business, the lease is a percentage lease. Number 9. Which of the following types of legal descriptions describes property by starting with an identifiable point and then describes the succeeding sides by direction and length? That is meets and bounds. Number 10. The primary purpose of a deed is to transfer title rights. Alright, so here's a math one. A house sold for $300,000. The buyer is taking out an 80% loan with a 4% interest rate. Had to pay $4,000 in closing costs and 3 discount points. What is the total amount due at closing by the buyer? Now, most of the math problems are going to give you way too much information. There's a lot of pointless crap. Even my notes at the bottom say the numbers now are what matter, not anything else. The 4% interest, that's sweet. We're talking about closing right now. Anything with amortization or anything out beyond that doesn't matter. So we take the $300,000, we're going to get an 80% loan, so times 0.8. It's a $240,000 loan. So 3 points, 3 percentage points, that comes out to $7,200. So 300,000 times 0.2, that's what's left because they're borrowing the 240,000. So you get the $60,000 down payment plus the $4,000 closing cost. So leave everything else out, doesn't matter. Take those numbers now, that's what matters. So the $60,000 down, the $4,000 in closing cost, the percentage points they had to buy down, add those up, you get 71,200. I guess I'll pause. If I sped through that one, personally, math was super easy for me, but I get why a lot of people can get hung up on this. Every agent I've talked to that's got hung up on math, personally from what I've seen, not that I've talked to millions of agents, they overthought it. Thinking way too much. It wasn't that difficult. How much is the loan? They're borrowing how much? Boom. You have most of the info right there. That's number 12. After a stream flooded due to heavy rain and then receded, the flow of water removed a strip of land along the riverbank. This would be known as a avulsion. Which of the following is an encumbrance? Now, a mortgage, an easement, a property tax lien. The answer is all of those, all of the above. An example of an easement in gross is the right of a utility company to access your property to maintain wires or pipes. The Federal National Mortgage Association is a government-sponsored private corporation designed to assist the primary mortgage market. Now, this is actually a great example of what I talked about in the beginning, the odd one out. Every one of these is a federal agency, a federal agency, a federal agency. Here's one that's not a federal agency, and it's not. So that to me was an obvious one. And then what I noticed, there was actually quite a few of those. So just to get back to that, read the question, read all of the answers. Even if you think you know the answers, go ahead and read the other ones. I will say a lot of these will try to trip you up because there will be something that sounds similar. They'll try to trip you up on a word. So attention to detail would be definitely helpful at this one. Blasting through this and you miss by a question or two would suck, so you gotta take it again. The type of real estate ownership that is most all-inclusive is fee simple absolute estate. Regarding the federal truth in lending law, which of the following must be disclosed to a borrower when taking a new first mortgage? The annual percentage rate. Regarding the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, which of the following can a lender not do? And that's refuse a borrower who is receiving income from public assistance. Which of the following would be classified as a general lien? A judgment lien. The amount of the loan expressed as percentage of the value of the property getting the loan placed against it is called the loan-to-value ratio. In determining the total square footage of a home being appraised, the appraiser should use outside dimensions. I feel like that one might be weird for a lot of people, but none of the other answers make sense. So I won't confuse you with that one. But that's why. A lot measured 80 by 100 feet. With the front being 80 foot across, it was valued at $3 per square foot plus 20 per front foot. What is the total value of the lot? Now, a lot of people will take off the front, but it is $3 plus $20 for that whole front row. So the whole front row is not worth $20. It is worth $23. So we'll add it all up. So 80 times 100, 8,000 square feet, times $3, 24,000. 80 times 20 for that front row, 1,600. We'll add those up, 25,600. A realtor has been selling homes for 28 years, has sold over 400 homes in her career. After going on a listing appointment, she can refuse the listing for the following reason. Let me just say the first part of that question was doesn't matter. Fluff. Words. It's like, have you guys ever read a book in your life? Every time I've read a book, it's like reading a YouTube video. It's like these guys just try to pour out words so that the book can be a few extra pages and get to the point crap. That's also like I'm trying to read as much as I can just personally right now, but at the same time, I get so tired of reading people's nonsense. It's like I'm reading small talk right now, and let's get on with it. So right now, you can refuse the listing for the following reasons. I'll give you a few. The seller wants to list their home for $30,000 higher than the highest sale. Remember, this will be a numbers game, so anything else should be obvious, but like the seller is a minority racist. I know I'm deviating from my plan here, but the majority of other homeowners are minorities. They're going to bring up race, anything like that, all dumb. Why can I refuse something? Because what you're asking is unrealistic. It has nothing to do with anything else. You couldn't pin that on me. If we were to take this to court, whose side is the public opinion going to be on? And it'll most likely be the answer. The best information source a broker can use in determining a list price for a home: the appraised value of a comparable property. In appraising a home, the appraiser notes a patio on the subject property worth $5,000 compared to a comparable property that does not. However, the comparable property has a fireplace worth $7,000 the subject property does not have. Which of the following adjustments would be correct in appraising the home based on the market data approach? That is to subtract $2,000 from the comparable. They'll try to mix you up, but ultimately net they will just subtract $2,000. So hopefully you're able to take some of this, because these were very common questions, almost to the T on the course, to pass the test. So let me know again in the comments down below, does this help you out? Does it help you more to know all the answers and talk about why that answer is right? In studying, you should know all of this. It just becomes very repetitive. So help me out. Do you guys want more? We can go over common questions, common answers. I can try to grab as many, as close to 400 as I can. I felt 25 would be a good segment. Anyway, I'll wrap it up down below. While my YouTube channel is Don Fron Trading, trading is what I do for my main income, but I'm also a real estate agent. I've been doing both for years now. So there will be more real estate stuff on this, current market conditions, stuff like that. Let me know real estate wise, how can I help you guys out? Are you new agents? Just getting in the field, got a little bit of experience, or are you looking to get your real estate license? What questions do you have? What can I answer for you? Let me know. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.